What's up? My name's Alyssa. I'm a vegan dietitian. Let me show you how I make my bomb taco salad. For the dressing, add some olive oil, vinegar, lime, chili powder, maple syrup, garlic. Don't kiss a boy after this. Add some salt, mix it. Add it to black beans for protein, corns for carbs, avocado for healthy fats. Boom.
Want to learn how to make this amazing creamy ramen? Keep watching. Medium-high heat, avocado oil, 1 large onion, 1 jalapeno, lots of smashed garlic, 3 tablespoons minced ginger, and 3 or 4 dried Thai chilies. Cook stirring often about 10 minutes. 1 cup vegetable broth. We're using this to deglaze the pan, so scrape the brown bits off the bottom of the pan. 5 cups broth, 3 tablespoons tamari, 2 tablespoons miso paste, and 1 ounce dried shiitakes. Bring to a boil. Reduce heat to low. Cover and simmer 2 hours. Strain broth. Put your strained broth back into the pot on medium heat. Add 2 cups of full-fat coconut milk. Once it reaches a simmer, cover, reduce heat back down to low, and simmer another hour. When there's about 10 minutes left, prepare your noodles. Remove the lid from the broth and add veggies. I added bok choy and broccoli. I also prepared tofu and some mushrooms for the topping. Increase heat to medium-high. Serve with toppings, fresh herbs, and a squeeze of lime. And that is the best vegan ramen.
We're not gonna waste the bread. Let me show you the perfect recipe. Ingredients. Soak your dry old bread in water, add extra virgin olive oil and salt. Scrunch some pepper, add your tomatoes and sprinkle some onions. Cover in fresh oregano and tear up some basil. A little more salt and olive oil. Sit for 10 minutes and call it gorgeous.
Want to learn how to make this delicious risotto? Keep watching. You're going to want about 6 to 7 cups of stock. I'm using this stuff. You want to keep it warm, so medium heat. Pan number 2, medium heat. 2 tablespoons vegan butter. 1 small onion. Cook stirring often about 5 minutes. Increase heat to medium high. 1 pound mushrooms. Cook all the moisture out about 10 minutes. Mushrooms are looking good. Lots of garlic. About a teaspoon of rosemary. Cook another minute. 1.5 cups arborio rice. And toast the rice for about 5 minutes. Half a cup dry white wine. And about a cup of stock. And at this point, you're going to keep stirring until all the liquid is absorbed. Should take about 3 to 5 minutes. Once it's absorbed, add another cup of stock. Stir again and repeat until all the stock is gone. Stirring often releases all the starch in the rice and gets it nice and creamy like this. Yeah. Turn heat off. I also added 1 cup peas, half a cup of this stuff, and salt and pepper to taste. Garnish with fresh basil and lemon and enjoy.
Hey, I'm a vegan dietitian. This is how I make my tofu scramble, an easy way to add protein to your breakfast. Start off with crushing some tofu. Not gonna lie, get a lot of joy out of doing that. If you have time, saute some veggies. If not, just skip this step. Honestly, I usually add whatever's left in my fridge. Add the tofu, nutritional yeast for a cheesy flavor, milk for a nice texture, garlic powder, iodized salt, and turmeric for a nice color. Mix it all together and let it cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. I love making this in advance and heating up during the weekday. Add it to a whole grain toast, and you can top it off with some avocado.
Creamy vegetable soup with no cream. Start with celery, carrots, and onions, then add some potatoes, and add some seasoning and garlic and mix that all together. Then add water or broth and blend. Then you want to add vegetables like peas and corn, and a touch of almond milk, just to give it a little bit of creaminess. Mix it all together. So good.
It's Cinco de Mayo. Grab a Modelo and let's make the best vegan menudo. Let's go. Just kidding, I only have Pacifico. Cheers. Preheat your broiler to high. Add your dried snow mushrooms to a large bowl. Cover with hot water, set aside for 30 minutes. Toss with a bit of oil. Broil on high for about 2 to 3 minutes. In a large pot, pan fry onion and garlic. Add broth and roasted chili, cumin, oregano. Increase heat to high. She's simmering. Reduce heat to low. Simmer on low 20 minutes. Transfer to a blender. Blend on high till smooth. Take a second to appreciate that color and then set it aside. Drain snow mushrooms. Chop snow mushrooms. In the same pot, more oil. medium heat. Onion, jalapeno, garlic, oregano, cumin. Mix that shit up. Don't forget the salt. Broth, chili sauce, snow mushrooms. Simmer 20 minutes. Add carrots and hominy and simmer another 20 minutes. Cabbage, white onion, jalapeno, radish, cilantro. Don't forget the lime. And that's vegan menudo.
This is crazy, but I was afraid to tell people I was vegan. I hid it from people for way too long. Contrary to popular belief, a lot of vegans don't want to tell you that they're vegan. Here's why. When you first decide to start eating vegan, whether it's for the animals, the environment, or your health, you're new to it. You don't have all the answers. You're learning and slowly building your confidence. I like to compare it to getting a new job. The first 6 months are a transition phase. You're so motivated to develop new skills and do the job perfectly, and you're trying your best, but you just struggle at times. And more than ever, you need people around you to support you and encourage you. Unfortunately, when certain people find out you're vegan, they might feel the need to challenge you, even when you don't want to talk about it. You might feel frustrated and attacked. If I could tell my old self one thing, I would say, let it go, move on, and do what feels right for you.
Nope, that's not meat. Those are vegan meatballs made with chickpeas, walnuts, oats, breadcrumbs, onions, and spices. Mix them all together in a food processor, form them into meatballs, and then bake them in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 minutes. When it comes out, you can toss them in any marinara sauce you want, and be sure to add them to spaghetti with some basil. So good.
Day 3 of 15-minute plant-based meals for 15 days. Veggie-packed flatbread pizza. Saute your fave veggies with garlic and salt until softened. On a pita, add some marinara, nutritional yeast, those sauté veggies, fresh basil, and more nutritional yeast to top it all off. Pop it in the oven for around 8 minutes and then finish off with balsamic glaze. I'll have the full recipe in the comments.
My sisters are in town, and even though it's 100 degrees outside, they requested albondigas for dinner, so that's what we're making. Let's go. Short grain rice, hot water. Set aside and soak for 20 minutes. Drain rice, vegan ground beef, soaked rice, vegan egg, breadcrumbs, onion, cilantro, cumin, oregano, garlic, and salt. Mix it well with your hands. Form into 1-inch meatballs like so. Place in the fridge while you make the soup. Medium heat. Vegetable oil, onion, jalapeno. Saute, stirring often about 6-7 minutes. Garlic, oregano, cumin. Mix it up and cook another 2 minutes. Prepared salt. Increase heat to. She's starting to simmer. Reduce heat to medium-low. Gently place in albondigas. Simmer uncovered 15 minutes. Crushed tomatoes, potatoes. Simmer another 10 minutes. Carrots, zucchini squash, more cilantro. Simmer another 10 minutes. More cilantro, fresh lemon or lime. And that is vegan albondigas. Cheers!
Today's tidbit of good news. The famous Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar was known to own many non-native exotic animals, which he would allow to roam around his compound in Colombia. These many animals included wild hippos, which over the years have multiplied from 4 to 80. Researchers now believe the hippos are enriching the country's river ecosystem.
This magic trick turns pasta into one of the healthiest foods that you can eat. When you cook and cool it, it turns into what's called resistant starch. This makes it really good for helping balance blood sugar, supporting healthy weight loss, and because it's a prebiotic, it actually helps feed the probiotics in your gut too. The full recipe for this one, which is so bright and fresh and summery, is on my Insta.
Hey, we're gonna make vegan honey barbecue wings. So easy to make. Let's go. We need a medium cauliflower, wash and cut into pieces, 3/4 of a cup of flour, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of salt, and some pepper. Mix the dry ingredients and then add a cup of non-dairy milk. And mix until smooth. Coat the cauliflower pieces with butter on both sides. Give it a shake and then coat it with panko breadcrumbs. We want crunchy breadcrumbs. Give it a little shake there too and it's gonna look like this. Bake them for 25 minutes at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Into small bowl, add some barbecue sauce, and I'm replacing honey with agave syrup. If you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend it. It tastes really good. Coat all your pieces with barbecue sauce. Make sure to give it a little shake. You don't want way too much sauce so they don't stick. And put them in the oven for 20 more minutes. And that's it. Our honey barbecue wings are ready.